And Evan, we are still waiting for the Ninth Circuit to be ruling on the National Guard troops in Portland, but President Trump already asking the Supreme Court to rule in.
Right, and that has to do with the case out of Chicago, where the Seventh Circuit essentially agreed with the district judge, saying political opposition in and of itself is not a rebellion. Any ruling from the Supreme Court could impact how the legal battle plays out in Oregon. The federal government says the blocking of National Guard troops in Chicago impinges on the president's authority and needlessly endangers federal personnel and property. Local and state officials in Chicago and Illinois, like many in Portland and Oregon, say federal troops are unnecessary and the president's actions aren't justified. Appellate judges in Oregon have now taken more than a week to produce any decision, while things are moving faster in the Midwest.
I think what we can conclude from this, if nothing else, is that there's going to be a lot more litigation ahead for Oregon. And of course, in the background of this, as I'm listening and taking notes, it's hard not to think of Portland citizens, how they're reacting.
Okay, so if the Supreme Court takes the Chicago case, Evan, what can we then expect?
Yeah, that's hard to say, of course, but we can look to other cases from earlier this year. The Supreme Court, with its conservative majority, has repeatedly sided with President Trump since he took office in January, banning transgender people from the military, allowing aggressive immigration enforcement, and letting Trump claw back billions in federal spending and fire leaders of independent federal agencies. Those being some of the rulings that we've seen so far.
Yeah, a bit of a track record there. Of course, they could always let that lower court ruling stand, but we'll just have to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Evan.